Welcome to Pop Culture Icons. I'm your host, Maya Starr. Today on Pop Culture Icons, imagine a world where the very threads of your being are woven into a tapestry of both triumph and torment. Today, we unravel the story of a fashion icon whose revolutionary designs masked a soul teetering on the edge of collapse, leaving you to question: can true style ever emerge from such profound inner turmoil? And what price will you pay to find out? The applause thunders through the grand hall, but backstage at the 1976 YSL fashion show, Yves Saint Laurent stands frozen. His trembling hands clutch a half-empty glass of cognac. The models wait, the audience grows restless, and time slips away like sand through an hourglass. You see a man at the pinnacle of fashion, yet drowning in his own brilliance. How could someone who gave women their power be so powerless against his own demons? Picture yourself in sun-drenched Oran, Algeria, 1944. An 8-year-old boy sits alone in his mother's dressing room, mesmerized by the swish of silk and the rainbow of fabrics before him. Young Yves doesn't play soccer with the other boys. Instead, he creates paper dolls, dressing them in designs torn from his imagination. The local children mock him, but in this sanctuary of texture and color, their taunts fade to whispers. His mother's wardrobe becomes his first atelier. You can smell the subtle perfume lingering on her dresses, hear the rustle of fabric as he studies each garment with reverent attention. While other children see merely clothes, Yves sees possibilities. Each fold, each drape, tells a story of transformation. This is where he first learns that clothing can be armor against a world that doesn't understand. At 17, Yves arrives in Paris with nothing but his portfolio and dreams. The City of Lights embraces him with unexpected warmth. Christian Dior himself sees something special in this quiet boy's sketches. Within months, Yves becomes his protégé. By 21, following Dior's sudden death, he inherits the throne of the world's most prestigious fashion house. But success comes with shackles. The pressure to maintain Dior's legacy while pursuing his own vision tears at his soul. You feel the weight of tradition pressing against his desire to revolutionize. His first collection for Dior, the Trapeze line, breaks free from the rigid structures of the past. The fashion world applauds, but inside, the cracks begin to form. In the conservative early 1960s, Yves dares to dream differently. He looks at women trapped in their prescribed roles and sees an opportunity for liberation. While others design pretty dresses, he designs freedom. The pantsuit, once a masculine fortress, becomes his canvas for revolution. Le Smoking is born, a tuxedo reimagined for women, sharp as a blade and twice as powerful. But revolution extracts its toll. Each groundbreaking collection drains more of his fragile spirit. You see him in his studio, surrounded by sketches and fabric swatches, fighting battles on two fronts. Outside, he challenges society's constraints. Inside, he wages war against his own mind. The pressure builds like steam in a sealed vessel. Pierre Bergé, his business partner and former lover, watches helplessly as Yves spirals into darkness. The designer who empowered millions cannot find his own power. Alcohol becomes his shield, drugs his escape. Yet even in these shadows, his genius burns bright. Each collection more daring than the last. Each piece a testament to his understanding that clothing is more than fabric, it's identity itself. If you're enjoying pop culture icons, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Fame Formula. Discover how unknowns like Elon, Taylor Swift, and Beyoncé became cultural phenomena. Now, back to the episode. The scene shifts to 1976. Backstage chaos erupts as Yves finally emerges from his paralysis. His collection that night features colors pulled from Moroccan markets, shapes that defy convention. The models walk, the audience gasps, fashion history writes itself. But you don't see the triumph, you see the cost. In his eyes lurks the haunted look of someone who has given everything to their art. Later that year, he collapses. The fashion world holds its breath as their revolutionary checks into a psychiatric hospital. The boy who once found sanctuary in his mother's wardrobe now seeks refuge from his own success. But this isn't where the story ends. From these ashes, Yves rises again. His vulnerability becomes his strength. He designs not just with his talent, but with his scars. Each piece now carries the weight of authenticity, the understanding that true power lies in embracing both light and shadow. Today, the YSL legacy extends far beyond fashion. It's about the courage to be different, to break rules not just in clothing, but in life itself. Yves showed us that our greatest weaknesses, when faced with honesty, can become our most powerful assets. Look in your mirror. What do you see? A collection of flaws to hide or raw material for transformation? Yves Saint Laurent's greatest lesson wasn't about clothes. It was about embracing your full self, shadows, light, and all the colors between. Your vulnerabilities aren't weaknesses to overcome. They're the very essence of your power. So here's your challenge. What would change if you wore your truth as boldly as Yves wore his? Stop hiding the parts of yourself that don't fit society's pattern. Your unique perspective, your struggles, your differences, these are your strength. Like Yves, you have the power to transform your industry, your community, your world. But first, you must dare to be fully, unapologetically yourself. True style, after all, is not just what you wear. It's who you dare to be, even when that self is shattered. It's time to design your own revolution. On the next episode of Pop Culture Icons, imagine a world where the very act of creation can both liberate and torment. After exploring Yves Saint Laurent's inner demons and his rebellion through fashion, you might wonder, could another icon struggle with similar forces? What if I told you Christian Dior, another titan of haute couture, had his own battle with anxiety and self-doubt amidst his meteoric rise? Join us later this week as we delve into the story of Christian Dior, a fellow trendsetter who, like Yves, fought to embrace his authentic self. Don't miss how these two legends mirror each other in their vulnerabilities and triumphs, all within our fashion trendsetters theme. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Fame Formula. 7 days, 7 brilliant tactics. Learn the mindset to go from invisible to influential using the dark arts of fame engineering. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/PCI. Thanks for watching.